What's going on? My name's Anthony. I'm with
Andrew. I'm here.
We did a project for our final for multi-platform journalism. We took it to the streets. We wanted to do a real battle.
Yeah, it was a war. It was a pizza war.
A pizza war. Not many could say they were part of it. We were down in the streets asking people, which pizza do you like better? You rather go to Spadini's or the long-lasting Pizza More?
30 years Pizza More.
We hit the workers. We hit the students.
Yep, the students.
We heard from everybody, every asset. We tried the product. But first, we talked to the students. And the students, they had a lot of different point of views. We took it to Clayton, a popular street in Cortland.
It was popping. There was a lot of people out and about.
Clayton is a big college street in Cortland. Probably the most college students live there and Tompkins. But we took it to Clayton right near our house. We asked multiple people, and we did vote tallies. We did our Snapchat story. People seemed to really, in the beginning, Pizza More had a big lead.
Yeah, Pizza More had a big lead, and it was a fan favorite by most. But it really took a turn, and it went back to Spadini's.
Spadini's, for those who don't know, Mark's Pizza used to be where Spadini's was. And what happened was Mark's Pizza, I believe it was our sophomore year, so...
Yep, 2 years ago.
2 years ago,
yeah.
Mark's Pizza got overthrown, and Spadini's replaced it.
Took over.
Spadini's, the way they kind of got a big base of customers was they introduced their famous Schmaxy State Slice.
All over Instagram, all over social media. It was a tornado of likes and love for this slice.
So this slice is a mac and cheese slice with hot sauce. When this happened, a lot of more students... when they went downtown, they went out, they would actually go and find this slice because they were in love with it. It was a big-time product.
They walked right across the street to Spadini's to get this slice.
So this kind of created a pizza war between the two pizzerias, and we wanted to find out what students preferred. And like we said, originally Pizza More had a lot of steam going, but then Spadini's caught back. Overall, we found it pretty even.
It was very close.
It was very close. We had Pizza More one up before we went to the pizza places.
Yeah, so it was 8-7. Pizza More was in the lead, and then me and Anthony here we gave our opinions, and us pizza experts both chose Spadini's.
Now, why did you pick Spadini's?
I'm a big fan of the Schmack
how about
slice.
First, let me answer this. You were the one who tried the Spadini's slice.
Yes,
we
I
each
did.
tried the slices. He went to Spadini's, while I went to Pizza More. Tell me about your Spadini's experience. I heard you interview one of the workers.
Did. And so I went in, got the Spadini slice. I got the Schmack slice, the famous, well-known slice, and I loved it. It was delicious. It had mac and cheese on it. It had buffalo sauce all over it. Sort of broke apart when I ate it, but I was still a fan. I also asked some groundbreaking questions to one of the workers there.
So we asked both the workers 2 questions from each place. What makes your pizza the best in Cortland? And what do you think about the crosstown rivalry between the two pizzerias? So what'd your guy say to the first question?
First question, I could play it for you right here.
Let's hear it.
All right, so we're at Spadini's, and we got a few questions. So what do you think makes your pizza the best pizza in Cortland?
We're always looking for better products to cook with. Top-of-the-line cheese. We don't use bottom-of-the-barrel products. And we take pride in what the pizza actually looks like.
What do you think of that answer? What do you think of that?
I think the answer was very subpar. He gave me a few words. I mean, you should be a salesperson. It's your place. It's your slice. It's your pizza place. He didn't really sell it to me well. And you were right there. What did you think?
I think when you walk into a pizza place, the first person I see, I want to be convinced that I'm in the right place. I want to get a slice, and I want positive attitude. I want an upbeat atmosphere.
Yeah.
I think this guy, when you interviewed him, he was all right. He was kind of half in, half out. I think he wasn't giving you full attention. I understand it's tough to go in there and say, all right, can you answer a couple questions? He seemed about it. But the answer was he said, good ingredients, good products. It was kind of a, basic answer.
Yeah, and, I said, I'll give you some time to think about it, and it gave him some time. But, it's your time. You don't get a lot of people coming in there asking, what do you think? It's his opinion. He should be, I have a lot of stuff to say, and, I don't think it was the best answer.
We gave him the opportunity, and then we asked you in the second question about what he thinks of a pizza place across the street that rivals your brand. What do you have to say about that?
What do you think of the rivalry? So right here. So another question is, what do you think of having across-the-street rivalry in the pizza business?
I think it's a lot easier decision to know where the better pizza is. The closer, the better.
There we go.
What do you think about that?
I just think that answer was so confusing. It didn't really make sense. And once again, really subpar. Didn't really get down and gritty trying to sell me a product or tell the people about their place and their slices. You know?
I honestly think this answer made no sense whatsoever. He said the closer the better. What are you talking about closer? Honestly, a Pizza More is closer to me and closer to pretty much everyone on campus. If I want to go get a Spadini slice, I have to walk across the street, risk my life going across the street.
Yeah, busy.
They need more crosswalks on that main street.
There was no lights. We had to go right through traffic.
Yes. I mean, we made it safely, thankfully.
Yeah,
but I just think that the answer was not very clear. I think both answers didn't provide us with an assurance that Spadini's was the spot.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. It was just it didn't make sense. It confused me. I had a little weird look on my face when I heard it. I don't know.
We did ask questions, and you did also get a slice.
Yep.
What did you think?
We did a
the
pizza
famous Schmack C-State slice.
Loved it.
The mac and cheese with the hot sauce on it, a crowd favorite. What did you think of it?
I loved it. It was a great slice. It really, I wish there was a better salesperson for that slice. I wish the slice could talk for itself, but it can't. But, they do a good job at making the pizza in there. And it's a pretty nice place in there. It's, The
ambiance is pretty nice. It's it's an average pizzeria. Not according to the people across the street. We're going to get to that. But overall, the experience, it was good. It wasn't great. I thought Spadini's offered. But again, the pizza is what talks. And I think we're going to put the pizza on top of everything other than just the workers.
As well as they had a bunch of other pies there that all looked fresh. Did you see the pies?
Yeah, the pies
all
looked great. Fresh. It looked like they were, and especially during the day. They're not getting much business during the day. But to see all these pies out with all these different varieties of pepperoni, we got mac and cheese, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo. It was good to see that from Spadini's, and I give them credit for where credit is due.
Yeah. So for the slice, I'd maybe give it a B+.
B+.
B+. Overall service.
Experience.
Overall experience. I'll break it up into the slice, B+, service. I got to go maybe C-. Maybe even a D+.
If you had to give an overall grade about it, A to D, or we're going to go A to F. I don't think they're getting an F.
Yeah, no F. I'd say maybe a C+. Even out a little bit. C+ range. Service, all right, but the slice talk, so it made it, it's all right. Average.
C+. There's also other places in Cortland to get pizza. Domino's, Bricks, Pontillo's, but we wanted to focus on the two rivals right across from each other.
Big rivals.
Then we went to Pizza More.
This is all you.
We went to a Pizza More. This is where I got my slice. We went in there with expectations of maybe, we looked at the last worker and what he said to us. We thought maybe we wouldn't get that much. But this guy, we went in, we picked the pizza maker. He calls himself the pie maker.
The pie guy. He goes, I'm the pie guy.
This guy was very involved. When I asked him to do the interview, he was extremely forefront. He wanted to come out and he said, wait a second, let me put this pizza in. I'm going to come back out and I'm going to sit with you at the table and I'm going to talk.
Yeah.
The other guy, he was just at the main service,
I guess.
The register, yeah. So let's play a little of what we got with our Pizza More guy. He calls himself the pie maker.
The pie guy. But first off, before we play, we went in there and we asked the lady at the front, we're like, hey, can you guys answer the questions? She turns around and picked the pie guy out and she goes, he's going to give you the best answer. And wow, did he not disappoint.
And I like that. They know each other. It seems like they know their strengths and weaknesses, the staff. They knew exactly where to go to. They said, that guy right there making the pie, putting the mozzarella on the pizza, he was the guy, or say mozzarella.
Yeah, right. So here's the first question.
I asked him once again, the first question is, what makes your pizza best in Cortland?
Yep, so here we go.
All right, so we're here at the Pizza More. We got the pizza maker with us. What makes your pizza best in Cortland?
The reason why my pizza is the best in Cortland is because I'm not just making food. I'm not just making pizza. I'm performing an art. Okay? I'm putting my passion into it. All right? This is self-expression. All right? It goes beyond a therapeutical type of...
It goes beyond the science of
activity, okay? This is a lifestyle. All right, and there's no such thing as a perfect pie. Every pie is unique, and pizza is all about preference.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I have a customer come in, they might like their pizza light and soft and chewy. Some of them might like it dark and crispy. You know, some of them like a lot of sauce.
You have many different types of customers.
It's so diverse. Like, you know, anybody can walk in here for a cheese slice and they're never getting the same cheese slice. Now, when you got people...
You got a backup.
You got backup.
You guys got your crew backing you up out here. You're spitting facts. Keep going.
It's
an art. It's an art. There's a lot more to it.
It's an art. It's a passion. Either you have it or you don't.
Wow.
What a breakdown.
Now, you heard the previous answer from Spadini's, and we heard a little ramble of why they have the best. They just said they have good ingredients, and they didn't really go into the background of the makeup of the pizza. This guy seemed like he loves what he's doing. It seems like this guy wants to be there forever. He loves making pizzas, tossing dough around. He is the man to see when you want a good pizza, and he loved it. He called it an art.
He called it an art, and he said he put passion into his pizza. He's there. He's from Connecticut, he said, and he's now in Cortland making pies. You know, he loves the place. He was talking about the history and everything.
Yeah, it was great to see. Get a good pizza answer. Now,
a minute 20 answer compared to Spadini's that had a 20-second answer.
I mean, he even had guys in the back who were making pizza who was like, "That's the guy right there. That's the pie maker. He's telling you the truth." And he had a lot of passion to answer. I loved it. So I went on to ask him the second question. What do you think about the rival across the street, Spadini's? Now, Spadini's, like I said before, opened up after Mark's Pizza, so I have to take that into account. Here's what he said.
Pretty long, but we'll play it for you.
There's a lot of debate. You got a rival across the street. Now, you guys were open previously, so we went there, and now we're here. What makes you guys the better pizza, and what do you think of the rivalry across the street?
Well, I respect the rivalry.
Yeah.
It's my understanding that the guy across the street is working, to feed his family and to take care of, the community such as George and Tony are here at a Pizza More.
Yes.
He just thinks he can do it better. Now, when it comes to performance, he's not quite outperforming us because he went all in at the very beginning and he hasn't quite followed through with his swing. Okay?
What do you mean by all in?
He went all in, so he made the investment. He opened up this Spadini's across the street. He wanted to go and be a rival of Pizza More, which is actually, kind of a king around here.
It's kind of your ground, yes.
Yeah.
How about that? A king.
A king.
You call yourself the king, you better be performing like the king.
Yeah.
That's a big statement I thought I took out of it.
Confident.
Very confident. I heard that, I kind of backed me up a little. But once again, they've been there for 30 years, he goes on to say. We're going to continue playing it, but we just want to give a little insight. They're right next to the famous Dark Horse. Pizza More's been there for a while, so to call yourself the king, you got to back it up.
It's iconic of the area.
Right next to Dark Horse, you guys have been here for how many years?
It's the whole block. Pizza More's been around for 30 years this year. Year. So this gentleman across the street, very good man, very fine man. He used to work for these guys, but thought he could do it better.
Wow.
Now, as an individual,
how about that?
Yeah, I mean,
used to work for him. It's like almost like a player played for a team their whole lives professionally, and he gets traded and just starts doing, goes across the street, goes across the Yankees, and now he's at the Mets.
Yeah, he packed up his bags and opened up shop. He opened up his own pizza place.
All right, the pie maker, he defends the guy. He says, "Listen, if I know I could do something better than someone else, and I'm really confident in my skill, I'm gonna leave my current situation and go do something else that benefits me. And if he thinks he can do it better, good for him. He understood that."
Yeah, very true. So we're gonna play a little more of that clip.
Expected them to have the same passion and drive motivation that he had, but that's not the case. They're just there for a paycheck, all right? And
they are just there for a paycheck. So now there's some shots coming from Pizza More, and it's going right into Spadini's front door.
There's some shot calling. There's some name calling. Man, he's almost about to drop the mic here. This guy is calling Spadini's out. This guy who used to work there and he moved his bags, and now he's saying he's just doing it for the paycheck. Well, this guy is talking about how he does it for the art.
Yeah.
It's a crazy contrast. It was kind of mind-blowing there when they said paycheck. I had to get a little clarity.
We have some more content. Let's listen.
Slowly happened is their quality has gone down. The reason why their quality has gone down is because they don't have the momentum behind them. They don't have that passion. They don't care about what they put into it. All they care is what goes out and what comes back, all right? And that's
what goes out and what comes back.
never a good recipe for a great pizza. What goes in just comes out.
As well as paycheck,
it's got to be quality. It can't just be for the money. I understand, making the money. It's part of the deal.
Of course.
But again, once you're serving the community, you're serving the Cortland College. Let's show some passion, right?
Yep. All right. Here's some more.
That's $1. All right. Here, we take pride in everything we do. We cut our own cheese. Okay, we make our own dough. All right, we make our own sauce. We make our own marinara. We do everything pretty much from scratch.
From scratch.
The breast comes in raw. The wings come in raw. We cook them off here. The worst, the most processed product that you're going to get here are chicken fingers and French fries. Everything else is pretty much hand sliced, ready to go on a daily. Where next door, they're buying everything prepackaged and proportioned, and that's
Wow. So next door, they're buying it prepackaged and proportioned. They're building it up from the ground up there. He was cutting their own meats. He told me, he said, look at this pizza. He said, you see the pepperoni, you see the meats, you see the chicken.
Yeah.
These are all hand sliced. We do it every day on a daily basis. It's an operation that he says gets them to the successful and to be the king of the pizza town. He's even calling out, taking shots to the old Spadini's guy. What do you think about this?
We don't know for a fact what they're actually using. So, it could be opinion, it could be true, but this man he's telling us that all they have is fresh stuff. So, clearly if he's saying it about his own place, it's true, But
what else would you take away from the interview that really stuck out to you? I think it stuck out to me. He told me he's only been in that pizza place once. And he says he tells his friends, and his friends go up to him and say, "Yeah, I went to Spadini's. It was awful.
He said they were getting
sick. I didn't go in there." Yeah. I don't know the truthful statements behind these, these different guys. I don't know.
We are talking to a rival.
Yes, you don't know. And I think he went on to say, he said, I can't tell you I'm 100% true. The pie maker did say that, so I'm not putting words in his mouth. Yeah. Saying it's 100% true, 100% false. But it's definitely eye-opening when your rival says this about you, and there wasn't much conversation across the street.
You heard it. Like I said, the two questions overall from Spadini's took a total of 32 seconds. When we asked the questions from Pizza More, 5 minutes of content. 5 minutes. So this man was a much better salesperson. He really sold the product, told us the ins and outs.
Ambiance, the product, the inside the Pizza More. It was nice. It's Pizza More. I think people aren't looking to sit down there, looking to get in, get out, get their pizza, especially at late nights when college students go out. Same with Spadini's. I wouldn't rate one better than the other. Yeah. One of them's next to the Dark Horse. One of them's next to Woody's Pub. So, even those two bars have a little rivalry. Mm-hmm. It was Woodman's Pub and Dark Horse. Yeah. Obviously, Dark Horse, I think, takes the crown there.
Of course. You just got to pick your side of the street.
Yeah. Pick your side of the street. Key word was paycheck.
Paycheck.
Another word was art.
Art and passion.
You want art or you want paychecks? Yeah. I want both, but you can't have everything. So we did the total
we graded it. Yeah, we graded it.
I would give a Pizza More in terms of.
Well, what kind of slice did you get?
Oh yes, of course.
We have to get to the slice.
I got a cheese slice. I asked him.
And what'd you get on top of it? Did you get anything on top, or just a plain cheese?
I got the plain cheese. I think the plain cheese. We go. Dave Portnoy does his pizza reviews. The Barstool Sports guy. He does them for a living. He always says the plain cheese is the gold slice. It's the figure skating gold slice. You have to grade something on it. That's the slice to grade it on. I thought it was good. The lady at the counter was telling me the pie maker just made a fresh one. So go take this slice. Didn't even have to heat it up. It was fresh. I came at the perfect time, it seems.
More good sales tactics from Pizza More, I must say.
I gotta give it to you. On a scale of A to F, if I had to grade them just based off the personality, the workmanship, what goes into making this pizza, and what this guy's been telling me, I give this guy an A+. He was all in. How could you not? He went in on it, and he gave us a lot of content, and it was awesome to talk to him. Based off the pizza, it's not the best slice. It's good. It's fresh. He had a review from one of our friends. She said, Pizza More? She's like, I'm like, why Pizza More? She's like, I guess the freshness.
Yeah, she said fresh.
She said fresh, and she was right. It was pretty fresh. But in terms of the slice, I give it, this is tough. You put me on the spot here. I would give it a C.
Yeah, okay. Overall, with everything put together, what do you think, Anthony?
We took it. After we did this whole thing, we had to do a Snapchat story as well. We came into our home. We talked it over. We put all our cards on the deck. We put all our poker chips in the middle of the table, and we thought after Pizza More was one vote up, right?
Yep.
When we
Pizza More was up.
After the termination, Andrew, you voted.
Yep, I voted for Spadini's. Mm-hmm. And you voted.
So my vote had a lot of things going for it. I went Spadini's. Yep. I think Spadini's pizza is better. I think honestly, I wish they would up their personal interactions. Mm-hmm. I mean, listen, maybe we came at a bad time. Maybe if we came during the next shift, maybe the next worker would have been awesome. We don't know, but I think pizza talks by itself. And
basically, just grading this on pizza.
And we're grading this on pizza and, just the overall perception of the two places. I love what the pie maker said. He said some awesome stuff. I'm not taking anything away from him. Personally, I still would rather go to Spadini's, and I do go to Spadini's for a slice when I want one.
Yep, same here.
So that's it. That's what our podcast was about. Spadini's versus Pizza More. The winner by unanimous decision, as Bruce Buffer would say.
Yes, he would.
Spadini's
wins. I mean, it was great finding out what the people and the students of Cortland wanted and what they thought. And everyone
loves pizza, so it's a great topic to talk about. Pizza is, number one food I think everyone eats.
Yes,
so
very true.
It was great to talk about and find out what Cortland was all about in terms of this game. So thank you.
All right.
Signing off.
Woo.